Mr. Ferguson said EU states will seek alternative arrangement because of Brussels' power-grasping aspirations. Speaking on the BBC this week, the historian said the more Europe looks like Mr. Macron's United States of Europe, the more plausible it becomes to say, well, we don't really need to be in this relatively strong unitary nation. In states like Spain, we can go from the autonomy that they have in Catalonia to independence. I think there's a relationship between European integration and the encouragement of small states. We saw that in Scotland. Ferguson said EU members will want to leave if Brussels becomes more federalist. Frequently, the Scottish nationalists would argue that they could have independence in this new context that has been created by the European Union. In a major policy speech, French President Emmanuel Macron said Britain's decision to leave the EU shouldn't take up all our energy and advocated further reform of the European project. Mr. Macron made the speech as a slew of recent polls showed his approval ratings have slumped to worryingly low levels, with the Europhile leader holding the support of less than a third of French voters. In his speech, he advocated a strengthening of the economic and monetary union for a core group of member states, like France and Germany, something critics fear will lead to a two-speed Europe. EU Commission boss Jean-Claude Juncker also called for a stronger unity among member states during his State of the Union speech last September, advocating for the creation of a pan-European army. Despite the calls for further integration, several EU members are facing growing dissent from within their nation, with Spain in the middle of a full-out crisis after the region of Catalonia held an illegal independence referendum on October 1. In the 2017 edition of its annual Transforming World Atlas, Bank of America Merrill Lynch illustrates the growing secessionist movement across the continent. The report says many areas in Europe have strong secessionist movements, e.g. Scotland, Catalonia, Basque, Flanders, Veneto, or have political parties agitating for greater ruling autonomy. The UK's vote to leave the European Union seems to have sparked a seismic chain of events, prompting some commentators to suggest other nations could follow Britain out of the bloc over the coming years.